better. He will never be greater than LeBron. Folks, if it was all about titles, then Bill Russell's the best player ever. He was excellent, and he's got 11. Michael Jordan was excellent and has 6. Titles are not everything. He's got almost double Michael Jordan's. We never consider Bill Russell in Michael Jordan's class. Ben-Hur, the Titanic, and Lord of the Rings have the most Oscars. Nobody considers them the 3 best movies of all time. Kevin Durant has acknowledged, has admitted, he just wants to play basketball. LeBron has never just been about playing basketball. LeBron is a global icon. People, you know him, they've got one name, Oprah, Hanks, Obama, LeBron. Kevin Durant's not even the biggest one-name guy in his own team. That's Steph. Okay, Durant is a great basketball player. LeBron's an icon. Andrew Luck could win the next 4 Super Bowls. He'll never be bigger than Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning changed the game. Peyton Manning's iconic. Andrew Luck's just a great quarterback. The totality matters. The mythology matters. There's a reason that Wilt's better than Russell. Wilt has 2 titles. Russell has 11. But Wilt had a 100-point game. Wilt was an urban legend. Wilt changed teams multiple times and changed the league and changed the rules. He was so dominant. He was also a statistical monster, and Wilt had enough titles. It wasn't like Russell had 12 and Wilt had none. Magic will always be bigger than Bird. Yeah, Magic's got more titles, but Magic was always a bigger story. Magic mattered more. Magic changed the game. Magic changed the way kids on the street played. That matters in the NBA. That matters in life. It matters in sports. It matters. We've had presidents who, during the recession, during wars, whether or not they're the best president, they're viewed as simply more impactful and more important. Kevin Durant's living in this tunnel of more titles, I'm better. LeBron is way past that. And every time Kevin Durant says, I just want to be about basketball, he shrinks his profile. He shrinks it. At some point, Kevin may be better than LeBron on the floor, but he'll never be greater than LeBron. I'll put their numbers up on a screen for our television audience. It doesn't even really matter that LeBron has 10,000 more points or 6,000 more assists or 4 times the MVPs or even 1 more title and 6 more finals appearances. It doesn't matter that LeBron is statistically significantly greater. Go ahead, add 4 more titles. LeBron has enough titles. Peyton Manning has enough titles that even if Luck wins more, Manning will always be bigger. Because Peyton changed the way football was played at the line of scrimmage. Peyton Manning was his own coach. The coaching staff largely gave the team offensively to Peyton Manning. He would go to a line with 2, 3, 4 audibles. Nobody else did that. That's not a knock on Kevin Durant. He is a great, great basketball player. But the 3 most important basketball players of my life, Magic Johnson made the league popular, Michael made it global, and LeBron made it mobile. And in fact, if you asked me who the 4th most important NBA player ever is, it would be a Kevin Durant teammate, Steph Curry. Steph Curry is, in my opinion, the 4th most important player in NBA history. He eliminated centers. Nobody goes back-to-back. He eliminated the mid-range jumper. He basically changed the way kids play basketball. I hear parents all the time now. They say, my kid goes into a gym, all they do is hoist up threes. College basketball coaches now recruit bigs, and their parents say they will not go back to the basket. They've got to be facing the basket. So Durant has to just come to terms with this. He is a great, Great basketball player. Second best over the last 10 years. Better than LeBron some nights. Better than LeBron maybe in the next 5 years. He'll never be greater than LeBron. And it does matter to him. As Ethan Strauss and others have said, he doesn't want to be number 2. Well, he is. And he is always going to be when compared to LeBron James. And that is not a massive criticism. Let me also say this before I get to LeVar Ball. Let me say this, is that I think it would be a massive mistake for Kevin Durant to go to the New York Knicks. I think it would be massive. That would be like John Elway in his prime saying, I want to go and play for the Detroit Lions. That would be like Derek Jeter in his prime saying, you know what? I want to give the Seattle Mariners a try. Isn't what all NBA stars, aren't they all looking for the same thing? To win titles and play with great players. Joy, I'm checking in on the Warriors. Do they do that part really well? Yeah, they
pretty solid.
They're pretty solid when it comes to that. I think it would be idiotic. I mean, could you imagine Tom Brady leaving Bill Belichick in his prime for the Cincinnati Bengals? I would say, well, what are you doing? And Tom Brady would get criticized. Well, what are you doing? This is Bill Belichick. Nobody willingly left the New York Yankees in 1998. Nobody willingly left. David Wells was shipped off, and he was pissed. You don't leave dynasties. And especially when you have Steve Kerr, the player-friendly coach. Steph Curry, the world's greatest superstar teammate. Organizationally, the best franchise in the NBA. The city's cool. The title potential is basically uncontested. This would be a massive mistake. If you're a superhero, the goal for superheroes is to be an Avenger. You team up with other superheroes to save our planet and protect our planet. You don't work all those years as a superhero to get to the Avengers and then go, you know, I'm going to take off and go to a small planet in the middle of nowhere and protect the plants from, the harsh air of the galaxy. No, dude, once you're an Avenger, that's the top. When you get to that league, you don't leave it. You don't go to another league, smaller planet, to worry about less crucial things. Kevin Durant will be making a massive, massive mistake leaving. And the fact that he's suggesting it, that gets prickly about it, I think it would be a disaster. Elway doesn't leave the Broncos for the Lions. Jeter doesn't leave the Yankees for the Mariners. Robert Downey worked his whole career to get to be Iron Man. If he wakes up tomorrow and goes, you know what I want to do? Low-budget indie films. Then shame on Robert Downey. You work your whole life to get on the Warriors, the 98 Yankees. You work your whole life to do that. You don't bail on it, or you're goofy. LeVar Ball, right around the corner. A lot of things to talk about. When it comes to costly car repairs, you need options. Instead, you're often stuck bargain hunting for the best deal because who can afford to fork over $1,000 for a repair? You can't put a price on your family's safety or security on the road or your own. That's why you get extended vehicle protection from CarShield. They make the process of fixing your car for a covered repair really easy. If you need a rental car, free, you get it. Roadside assistance, free, 24/7, you get it. All you have to do is pick the mechanic. Could be from your dealership. They do the rest. $2 billion in claims for this Midwest-based company. Save yourself thousands in car repairs. Don't get torched for a sensor light that cost you $800. CarShield.com code HERD, CarShield.com code HERD, or call 800-CAR-6100 and mention the code HERD. A deductible may apply.